Whatever the masses are doing, run as fast and as far as you can in the opposite direction. It is a challenge to break free of groupthink. It is a challenge to break free from all the sources that want to influence and hijack our mind for their benefit. Be an independent thinker. Read books. Get off the internet. Get off social media. You will feel so much better about yourself. Become an independent thinker. Think for yourself. Question everything. Challenge everything. It will set you free. It will instill you with the sense of self-worth, because you are determining what your values are, what your beliefs are, and those values and beliefs will determine the course of your life. And it's just so easy to fall in the trap and go along with all the other white sheep because we want to belong. We want approval. It's such a deep biological drive that our ancestors needed to survive. We don't need it this day and age. We can survive without a tribe. And in fact, now with the internet, you can find your own tribe. There are so many resources to find people that think outside of the box, to find nonconformists, to find people that believe or have similar values to what you believe, and you can connect with them. 30 years ago, you were not able to do that. If you thought differently, you had to keep it silent. And I see too often when we are in social situations, we hide who we are because we're afraid we're going to get judged. We're afraid we're going to get criticized. We're afraid people are not going to like us. People not liking us getting judged is a good thing. Now, not because we're being rude, we're being obnoxious, we're being abrasive, we're being hostile, but because we're being who we are. And it is impossible to be self-confident when you're constantly trying to be someone that you're not. And it's too exhausting. It is draining. And speak your truth, speak your voice, and practice authenticity or just being silent. People pleasing is so interconnected to social anxiety. Give it up. It's not worth the benefit. The cost and sacrifice we have to make when we please other people is not worth it. And we don't need to be socially accepted like we think we do. And in fact, being yourself, you might just be surprised who you run into that you'll connect with. Like two ships crossing in the dark of the night. You might, if you turn on that light and you show who you are, you might encounter some amazing people. I know I have. Just even with this YouTube channel, I've been able to realize that there are other people that don't think like everyone else, that don't think like all the or a majority of the self-development books and the get rich and chase material things. There are people that want to break free from the treadmill of life, from not to be enslaved to material possessions, not to be enslaved to a dead-end job that sucks the life out of them, to one of a simple life filled with contentment, that it's not a matter of how many likes you have, it's not a matter of how popular you are, it's not a matter of how much money or status or power or how you look. It's an inner deep value system that allows you to feel good about yourself and to feel good about life and to make life more of an adventure, breaking free of just the daily rut, the daily grind, doing weekend road trips or doing long-term trips, having vagabond adventures. There's a whole nother world out there when you turn off the screens, you get away from the social media and the YouTube and Facebook and Reddit and all these things. In small doses, okay, it's not that big of a deal, but when it becomes the majority of how you spend your free time, and we don't have a lot of free time, then it's a problem. And we want to each day ask ourselves, what can I do today that will make me uncomfortable? That's not how we live. We want to be comfortable. We want to be safe. We don't want to stretch or challenge ourselves And it's a shame because we only have one life. This is it. You don't take advantage of this life, you're never going to get that opportunity again. And every day is too valuable to waste just staring at screens or doing something that's mind-numbingly boring. And even, I'm not saying you have to quit your job. Take a different mindset and approach to your job. Be invested in your job. Connect with people at your work, or try to improve your skill set. There's so many things that we can do that will be an expression of who we are if we stop living in fear and conformity. And it's exhilarating. Life becomes meaningful. Life has purpose when you are living from that space, a space of abundance, a space of, hey, I know the majority of people are not going to like me, and that's okay if I'm being authentic. It is perfectly okay, because you don't need that many people to form a tribe and to connect with. It takes so little to be content and happy. And life, the secret sauce of life, I've learned, and we've been taught it all wrong, and for nefarious reasons, because they want to extract our time, our energy, our money. It's not addition, it is subtraction. Getting rid of stuff, minimizing, and I'm not even talking about physical possessions, but just subtracting friends that no longer work for you, subtracting things in the clutter in your house, the digital clutter, what you say, the amount of words you use, how you speak. It's just being very present and mindful. So much of our lives are on autopilot, and we can't understand why we're unhappy, because we are living an autopilot based on what we think other people want and expect from us. And it takes courage, but courage is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets, the more belief you have in yourself, the more self-discovery you have, the more you realize what you're capable of. Break free and start in small doses. It doesn't have to be an overnight change. Oh my God, it's to live life with passion, with purpose, with fulfillment, with meaning, when we just unplug from that informational junk food that's constantly polluting our mind. Turn off the news. Just really the biggest thing is just read books. Read books, and read books that are educational books. I mean, even books for pleasure, but read books that allow you to dive into a subject on a deeper level. It's not a superficial clickbait post. It's a book that this person, whoever has written it, has spent years, if not decades, of research and knowledge, and it's at your disposal. It feels so good it's like going to the gym mentally. And then even you don't have to leave your city. There's so many things, or your town that you live in, there's so many things that you can do in your town. There's little nooks of little spaces to relax, spaces to sit, spaces to get connected to nature, to bird watch, to talk to people. There are so many opportunities, just little, road trips, little cafes or coffee shops that aren't Starbucks or aren't chain restaurants. There's so many things to discover and explore, and it doesn't even take a lot of effort. It just takes intention, making a plan for your day, and setting that plan up with things that are in alignment for the person you want to become and the values that you hold dear to yourself. This is what life's about, and when it breaks my heart as a life coach to see how conditioned people have become. And part of what I do in life coaching is it's almost like deprogramming people from being in a cult. The whole groupthink and the way our societies are set up is conditioning us to be enslaved, to conform. I mean, schooling from a very young age, that's what it's designed for. It's to conform and to be a good worker bee, to be obedient, to not rock the boat, to people please, to not be authentic, not be yourself, not do or say anything that might get disapproved of or cause shock. And it's just a suffocating way to live. And if you are interested in having support in breaking free and getting away from all these, the YouTube gurus that are so focused about wake up at 4 in the morning, be productive while other people are sleeping, you should be working and being successful, make a lot of money, and chasing the American dream, and all that message is you are not enough as you are. You're not enough. You have to do something external in order to feel good about yourself, in order to feel worthy. And it's BS. We've been taught and we've been sold a pack of lies that's robbing us of precious years off our life that we'll never get back. Really set yourself free. And I've been life coaching for 11 years. This is my full-time career. And I've been guided so many people in helping them break free, because you're not really going to get it from your family members. You're not going to get it from your friends. If anything, you're going to get criticized. Because they're living in fear. So they're going to try to keep you within the herd, within the white sheep. And it's really challenging if you don't have support. And there's very few people that actually are ever able to break free. Most people from cradle to grave will spend their lives asleep in this stupor, in this like numbed out state of alcohol, of internet addiction, of porn addiction, of shopping addiction, of accumulating material possessions, of trying to impress people, of you name it, trying to fix themselves, make themselves better. And we have what we need. We have what we need right now to set ourselves free. And if you're interested in having help through that process and carving out your own path for life that works for you, that makes you feel content and fulfilled, please reach out to me. My email's in the description. My prices are ridiculously affordable for an experienced life coach. And thanks for watching the channel. If you want to support the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. And subscribe, like if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more content like this. And thanks for tuning in, man. And life is exciting. Even in the crazy times that we live in now, life is absolutely amazing, and it doesn't take a lot to realize that contentment and joy. Till next time, bye-bye.